Hey, listeners, are you ready to take control of your car buying experience and make smart financial decisions? Introducing the Ultimate Auto Finance Guide, your go to resource for navigating the complex world of auto finance. Whether you're a first time buyer or looking to refinance, this guide has all the tips, tricks, and insider knowledge you need to secure the best deal. Don't miss out on this opportunity to empower yourself and drive away with confidence. Head over to www.ultimateautofinanceguide.com now and grab your digital copy. Trust me, it's the smartest investment you'll make before buying your next car. Welcome back to another episode of Drive to Success, Mastering Auto Finance, your go-to podcast for everything you need to know to navigate the world of auto finance. I'm your host, John Lewis, and today we're deep diving into a crucial topic that affects every auto lender out there: how to strengthen the auto finance funding process using advanced fraud detection and verification tools. As the digital age continues to grow, so does the sophistication of fraud in the auto finance space. From identity theft to falsified employment claims, auto lenders face an ever-evolving landscape of risk. In today's episode, we'll break down the verification process and how industry-leading tools from companies like LexisNexis and Predictive, including their platforms Accurint, Instant ID, and Auto Fraud Manager, are helping lenders detect fraud, verify borrower information, and reduce risk. So whether you're in the funding department or on the sales floor or part of the leadership team, this episode will give you valuable insights into fortifying your lending processes. Let's kick things off by understanding the core importance of verification. When funding an auto loan, whether directly to a customer or indirectly through a dealership, you're relying on a lot of critical information, from verifying someone's identity and income to ensuring the vehicle's ownership and title. Every piece of the puzzle matters. Why? Because each small discrepancy can signal a much larger problem. Fraudulent loan applications, identity theft, and falsified documents are not just occasional bumps in the road anymore. They're part of a growing fraud network. If a lender doesn't verify every detail, they run the risk of lending to someone who has no intention or ability to repay the loan, leading to costly charge-offs and legal headaches down the line. So how can auto lenders stay ahead of these risks? That's where tools like Accurint from LexisNexis and Predictive's Auto Fraud Manager come into play. These platforms can help you verify information more accurately and efficiently, speeding up the funding process while keeping fraud at bay. Let's start by diving into LexisNexis and its comprehensive suite of tools. LexisNexis has long been a leader in data analytics, and their Accurint platform is a game changer for funding departments across the auto finance industry. Accurint provides access to a vast database of public and proprietary information, which makes it incredibly effective for identity verification and fraud detection. Let's break down how Accurint works during the loan funding process. Imagine you've just received a loan application. The borrower has provided their name, social security number, address, and employment information. At this point, you're asking yourself, is everything legit? With Accurint, you can pull a person search report, which cross-references the borrower's data with extensive databases, verifying everything from their social security number to their address, history, and even potential criminal records. If anything seems off, say the social security number has been flagged for fraud or their address doesn't match, Accurint sends an alert for further investigation. One of the standout features is its ability to provide fraud risk indicators, things like frequent address changes or multiple identity ties to one social security number. This helps you spot red flags early before the deal progresses too far. It's a must have for anyone in a funding department trying to stay ahead of fraud trends. Another key part of the process is verifying income and employment. A borrower might claim that they're employed at a certain company with a particular salary, but how do you know that's true? Accurate comes in handy here, pulling from public records to confirm employment status and even the borrower's role at their company. For example, let's say someone claims that they're a manager at a well-known firm. Accurate can validate whether that individual has ties to that company, giving you confidence in their application. It even helps with income validation by accessing public records that might reflect the borrower's lifestyle, assets, or property ownership. And this is especially critical when you're dealing with self-employed borrowers where it's a bit trickier to verify income. Accurate's business search can pull up registration and tax data on the business, ensuring it's legitimate and that the borrower's income claims hold water. This removes much of the guesswork and protects the lenders from fraudulent claims. Now let's shift gears and talk about Point Predictive, another major player in fraud prevention for auto lenders. If you're working in the funding department, their Auto Fraud Manager and Income Pass tools are some of the most advanced fraud detection systems available. Point Predictive uses AI and machine learning to predict fraud before it happens. Their systems analyze patterns across millions of loan applications and look for inconsistencies or behaviors associated with fraud. For example, if someone has a history of applying for multiple loans at different lenders at the same time, what's known as loan stacking, Point Predictive will flag that application for review. One of their standout tools, Income Pass, is great for income validation. It predicts what a borrower's likely income should be based on historical data and public records, giving you a real-time look at whether their reported income matches reality. This is a huge time saver and eliminates the need for lengthy documentation requests. Beyond fraud detection, these tools also help with compliance. In the auto finance industry, you need to follow strict red flag rules to protect against identity theft. Both LexisNexis and Point Predictive provide automated alerts that help you comply with these regulations. For example, LexisNexis's Instant ID not only verifies identities but ensures that you're following red flag rules by detecting signs of identity theft like mismatched social security numbers or inconsistencies in personal information. This ensures you're not only protecting your bottom line, but you're also staying compliant with federal regulations. Before we close out today's episode, there's one more essential tool that we need to discuss when it comes to employment and income verification in the funding process, the work number. If you work in the funding department, you've likely come across it, and if not, you should definitely consider integrating it into your workflow. So, what is the work number? It's a service provided by Equifax, and it specializes in providing automated employment and income verification directly from employers. Lenders use the work number to instantly verify a person's employment status, salary, and job tenure, which is critical when deciding whether to fund a loan. Let's break down how it works and why it's so valuable to funding departments. Before we close out today's episode, there's one more essential tool we need to discuss when it comes to employment and income verification in the funding process, the work number. If you work in the funding department, you've likely come across it, and if not, you should definitely consider integrating it into your workflow. So, what is the work number? It's a service provided by Equifax, and it specializes in providing automated employment and income verification directly from employers. Lenders use the work number to instantly verify a borrower's employment status, salary, and job tenure, which is crucial when deciding whether to fund a loan. Let's break down how it works and why it's so valuable to funding departments. When a loan application comes in, verifying the borrower's employment and income is often one of the biggest hurdles. Traditionally, this would involve reaching out to the employer directly, gathering documents like pay stubs or W-2s, and hoping the borrower was truthful about their claims. But that process takes time, and delays in the funding aren't good for either the lender or the borrower. This is where the work number comes in handy. It has a database of over 135 million employment records from thousands of employers across the U.S., including large major corporations, small businesses, and even government agencies. Instead of contacting employers directly or waiting for borrowers to submit paperwork, funding departments can access the work number to instantly verify employment details in a secure, compliant way. So, how exactly does the work number make life easier for funding departments? Let's explore its key features. First, instant employment verification. The work number gives you real-time access to a borrower's employment records. For instance, if someone applies for an auto loan and lists their current employer on the application, you can pull up and verify the employment status, job title, and the date that they started with the company. This saves the time and effort typically spent chasing down HR departments for confirmation. Next would be accurate income verification. One of the biggest concerns for lenders is ensuring that the borrower's reported income matches reality. Borrowers sometimes inflate their income to qualify for a larger loan, which increases risk for lenders. The work number pulls accurate salary data directly from employers' payroll systems so you know the borrower's income is accurate and up to date. Next is reduction in documentation requests. Gone are the days when you'd request pay stubs, W-2s, or bank statements to verify income. The work number simplifies this process by pulling all necessary information from the employer's records, reducing the need for additional documentation. Not only does this speed up the funding process, but it also ensures you have reliable, verifiable data. And then there's coverage for self-employed borrowers. While self-employed borrowers can be harder to verify, the Work Numbers database does cover some contract workers and gig economy earners as well. For those that it doesn't cover, the Work Number still reduces workload by automating much of the verification process for standard employees, allowing your team to focus on manually verifying non-standard cases. The work number isn't just a tool for speeding up funding, it also plays a critical role in risk management and regulatory compliance. Employment and income fraud are common tactics used by fraudsters to secure loans they can't repay. The work number allows you to verify employment directly from the employer's records, greatly reducing the chances of someone falsifying their job or inflating their income. The real-time nature of this data also means you're getting the most accurate and up-to-date information possible. When it comes to red flag rules, fair lending, and know your customer regulations, the work number helps funding departments maintain compliance. By automating the verification of employment and income, you can ensure that your documentation is thorough, accurate, and compliant with industry standards. The work number is a powerful tool for funding departments looking to streamline the verification process. With real-time access to employment and income data. It not only speeds up the funding process, but also ensures you're working with reliable, verifiable information. This reduces fraud risk, enhances compliance, and ultimately allows lenders to make better informed decisions. If your funding department isn't already using the work number, I'd highly recommend exploring how it can fit into your verification process. It's a game changer, particularly in today's fast paced auto finance environment where accuracy and speed are more important than ever. To wrap things up, fraud detection and verification tools like Accurint, Point Predictive's Auto Fraud Manager, Income Pass, and the work number are transforming the way auto finance companies operate. By using these advanced systems, funding departments can verify borrower information faster and more accurately, detect fraud earlier, and reduce overall risk. As fraudsters continue to evolve their tactics, staying ahead with cutting edge technology is essential. Whether you're a lender, dealer, or a finance professional, using these tools isn't just a best practice, it's a necessary step in protecting your business and ensuring long term success. Thanks for tuning in to this episode to Drive to Success Mastering Auto Finance. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with others in the industry. And remember, if you're looking for more insights, check out my book, Drive to Success, The Ultimate Auto Finance Guide on Amazon, and visit our website at www.theultimateautofinanceguide.com for more resources. Until next time, keep driving towards success.
Rolling down the avenue to a jazzy beat, following that rhythm, life's a one-way street. Chasing dreams with passion, every mile's a goal. In the world of finance, stories to be told. Catching the horizon with a soulful groove. Navigating numbers, got nothing to lose. Every calculation, every deal we sway. In the realm of autos, we find our way. Drive to success, we're mastering the art. Through the lanes of finance, we set apart. Jazz and soul, where the numbers align. Make your journey smooth with wisdom divine. Hit the keys of knowledge, let the insight play. From leases to purchases, every savvy way. Revving up those engines, zeros turn to ones. In the studio of life like morning sun. Feel the soul, embrace the jazz. In the auto world, let's razzmatazz. Financial gears shifting smooth and slick. In the podcast lane, we find the tricks. Cruising through the jargon, ain't no mystery. Unlocking all the secrets in auto history. Low ones and rates, they glisten like the stars. Drive the distance, no matter how far.
Thanks for sticking around until the end. Before we go, if you're in the market for a new or used car or even thinking about it, you must check out Drive to Success, the Ultimate Auto Finance Guide. It's packed with strategies to help you navigate the tricky world of auto financing, avoid costly mistakes, and get the best deal possible. Head over to Amazon and grab your copy today. Just search for Drive to Success, the Ultimate Auto Finance Guide, or use the link in our show notes. Take control of your car buying experience and drive away with confidence.